Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Quarantine Cooking. Quarantine Cooking! Today, we're gonna make seared scallops and pasta puttanesca. Puttanesca, the origin of the dish, a couple wives' tales. Puttana in Italian means prostitute or whore. It's kind of, not a PG version of the dish. However, puttana also means like to throw together, whatever you got, pantry cleaner. So olives, capers, anchovies, crushed red pepper flakes, garlic, all that stuff that's sort of just laying around in one dish. Good briny, bright flavors. All right, so in our kit for the puttanesca, we have capers, garlic, chili flakes, a little bit of anchovy, olives, and our tomato sauce. And then bucatini pasta, which is the spaghetti with a nice little hole in the middle, nice and thick, chewy, delicious. And then our scallops, which we're just gonna clean and then we will sear to put on top of our pasta. This is Barilla brand, and we will cook it for 8 minutes. Boiling salted water. Nice raging boil there. Add our pasta in. Give it a stir. Make sure it's all nice and submerged. As some would say, forget about it. All right, now we are gonna get our puttanesca sauce. There's an old movie some of you might love where Paulie in prison cuts the garlic real thin with a razor blade. That way it liquefies in the sauce. Super thin. Little Goodfellas reference there. Hey Vinny, don't put too much onions in that sauce. Oh, classic. Now we can just use our knife. Nice and thin. Just run your knife through it. Get it as thin as you can. That way it sort of just melts in that oil and you get all that nice flavor. Lots of garlic in this dish. Everybody loves garlic. This dish is full of strong flavors. Capers, anchovies, olives, garlic, all very pronounced flavors. It's got bold, big flavor. These are all some of my favorite ingredients. I like where it's just nice and aggressive. And then the chili flake. Nice bit of heat right at the end. Beautiful. Our garlic is all ready to go. And then we just got a pan. We're going to take a good amount of olive oil. Olive oil is the base of your sauce here. So we're going to go, let's say about 5 or 6 tablespoons. And then we'll go straight in with our garlic. This is one of those dishes, once you got everything ready, it's sort of just quick and gets going. You want to have everything ready to roll as you're going into the pan. And then each ingredient's just going to go in one by one, basically until it's just nice and fragrant. So the garlic, once you start to smell it, and then we'll pretty much be ready for our next ingredient. So you don't want to get too much color on it. We're going to drop the anchovy in. So if you don't like anchovies, this is sort of like the gateway drug to anchovies. So most people don't like them. They're in Caesar dressing, which we all love. So the anchovy is going to break up. You're not going to know that the anchovy is in there, but it's going to give it this flavor that you just can't replicate. Sort of like a little bit of seafoody, but real briny, real salty, just delicious. Umami is the flavor, like that flavor that you find in Parmesan cheese or all the good stuff, soy sauces, all of that. So the garlic's starting to get nice and toasty. Add your capers. Next, we're going to go in with our chili flake. And you can sort of adjust. I like it a little bit spicier, so I'm going to go for it. All right, everything's just moving along. We're going to hit it with our olives. Just building those nice, bright, briny flavors. And that's as soon as you start to smell that next ingredient, that's when you know it's ready. We're going to finish with our tomatoes. Just some diced tomatoes and juice. Any canned tomato, plum tomato, San Marzano is good. If you have a garden in the backyard, chop up some fresh, homegrown tomatoes. I like canned tomatoes because they just are always good. Check our pasta. Just check the lid. Just moving it around. All right, pasta needs a minute. al dente and perfect. So you want the pasta a little bit of chew. Not where it's mushy or gummy, just a little bit of chew. Now we're going to drain our pasta. You know what we're going to do? We're going to save a little bit of the water. Just in case. Insurance policy. State Farm. Khakis. Jake. It's all coming together. Drain our pasta away from you so you don't burn your face. Free facials. Oh, Verl. That was a throwback joke. Inside joke between me and Val over there. Take away, Val. She's doing a puzzle. She's busy. You're on candid camera. So drain pasta. Go right into the sauce. You want to add it right away. So what's going to happen, the pasta's hot. It's full of all those starches. It's going to stick. All the starches are going to stick to that sauce. So we're just going to give it a nice toss. Make it nice. Oh yeah. Very good. And then if it starts to get a little dry, that's why we got our little insurance policy here. So a little bit of the pasta water. And all the pasta water has that nice starch in there. So it's going to thicken it up a little bit. So we're going to let the pasta finish cooking in the sauce. And then this would be a good time to add any herbs, sort of jazz it up a little bit if you wanted to do any sort of like rosemary or parsley, Parmesan cheese. You could really get creative at this stage. All right, so for the scallops, try to find a nice dry pack scallop. I like dry pack scallops. They're nice and easy to sear. And then you'll see that there's that little nub on there. We just want to peel that piece off. So you can just slowly peel it off. And that's just sort of the muscle. So inside of the shell, the actual scallop itself is the muscle that holds the shell closed. And then this little piece just attaches it to the shell. It's just real chewy and kind of tough. And we just want to take that out. Then you spit on the cutting board. All right, so we're just taking that little abductor muscle off the scallops, and I just had them set on a kitchen towel here, a nice paper towel, just to keep them nice and dry. Salt me. This is getting erotic. Beautiful, nice and seasoned. All right, just a little bit of olive oil in the pan. And you really want to cook these on high heat. They're going to cook real fast. We're going to cook them, I would say 95% on one side. We're going to flip them over real quick. We're going to add some butter, and then we're going to baste. We want to sear it on the wide side first. Again, you want to hear a nice strong sizzle when you start to add them to the pan. Don't add too many at a time, or else you'll crowd it and you'll steam them, and you won't get that nice caramelization. High heat, good amount of oil in the pan. And we'll get them nice and seared. Scallops you don't want to cook for a long time either. We'll get that caramelization on one side, and then we'll flip them over, we'll add some butter, and then we'll baste. You want to eat scallops like medium rare medium, or else they sort of turn into rubber bands. So almost there. We're going to add our butter. Sort of spread it out. What's going to happen is the butter is going to foam, and then it's going to brown, and all that brown butter is going to give it like this real nutty, sweet flavor that we all love. Smells so good. So good color. Butter's starting to turn brown. Gently flip them over. We're just going to kiss that other side real fast. Again, you want them medium rare medium. Just warmed through in the middle. And we'll sort of push them all to one side. Tilt your pan towards you gently. Get that butter right in front of you, and then just baste them. Just finish cooking them in the butter. Pasta is ready to go. Get all that nice sauce on top. Place your scallops in and around, any which way. Just let them fall. Let it be natural. That's all it takes to create a pasta puttanesca. Very simple. And remember, guys, stay home, stay healthy, stay delicious.